Hi, my friend. This is Nestor Nidome from the MakeMoneyFromHomeDad.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about website traffic so revealing that it's going to have you begging for more. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about some principles. I'm going to talk to you about what you can do right now so you can start gaining some traffic, because I understand that that's something that is very important for business owners, no matter what business you're in. Okay, and I know that for me as a stay-at-home dad, right, I want to spend as much time with my children and my wife that I can. Okay, and sometimes at the same time I don't really have time to be dealing with all these traffic generating things, leads, and running the business 24/7, right? Because I'm a full time stay-at-home dad, and I have to take care of my children, right? And I want to take care of my children. Like, for instance, these videos that I do right now, my youngest daughter's asleep, my wife is out, and I just dropped off my older daughter at kindergarten, right? So I take this time. I only have about like 2, maybe 3 hours a day to be able to just put all this time and effort into it. So I don't really have time for this stuff. So that's why I create these type of information for you, because my target audience, my people, that my vision is to help out 100 dads a year, right, including moms too, but 100 dads a year, to free themselves, right, from a job, free themselves from corporate America, just free themselves to go back home and stay with their families, right? So my strategies that I talk about is about ways to make and generate traffic on autopilot, stuff that you can actually do here and there as quick as you can. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going to talk about today. And so three of the things that I'm going to talk about when it comes to generating traffic, and these are principles that you can apply into anything that you're doing, and it's going to start to apply to generate traffic for you. And what I want to do is actually, there is going to be a tab on the side of this blog post, right? And you can that's gonna say about generating more traffic, right? So go into the categories of the MakeMoneyFromHomeDad.com blog categories, and check out all the other stuff that I'm putting there about generating traffic if you want to look for more traffic generating tactics that I use. Okay, it's there's a lot of stuff right there. I'm gonna be posting stuff more there. So also I I kind of suggest that you subscribe to the blog, and that way you can receive stuff. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about right now is let me see right here is what you want to do is always be writing information and content about the wants and the needs of your target audience. Okay, so what do I mean by about that? Okay, so what I really mean about that is basically all of your prospects have problems, right? They have obstacles that they need to overcome, and in their business, right? So for instance, right now you're here watching this video because you are having trouble generating traffic. All right, so the best way to generate traffic, the first real step that you need to do is solve people's problems. Okay, by solving people's problems, people are gonna start following you. People are gonna start reading your stuff, right? Reading your blog, or actually buying your products, right? So by you concentrating on how do I solve my prospect's problem, and then how do I go out there and and let them know that I'm solving this problem, which goes to the next one, which is sharing. Okay, I want you to start sharing this information, because even if you have a blog and you just write stuff, how are people gonna find it, right? So like if you have a brick and mortar business, right? So like before, when I had my restaurant, it wasn't that I just opened the doors and people will start coming in, which a lot of people think that's how it is, right? They think that they're gonna just have a business, and all of a sudden this flood of people are gonna come in, and it doesn't work that way. You have to share what you have. Okay, so don't just sit there and just think that all of a sudden you're gonna have a flood of sales and a flood of traffic. You actually have to grab your content, grab your need, right? So like in the restaurant, what did I do? People were hungry, and so my solution was to create food for them in my restaurant, right? But I have to share, right? Sharing by taking out, putting some flyers out there, having people, talk to people, maybe having some signs in the corner, right? Sharing, right? So that's what you want to do. And so the next step is actually this is a simple way to the next step is going to be a simple way for you to start sharing without even having to step outside your home, right? You can do it from your phone, computer, and the more you do it, the more you're gonna get that. And that is basically, being able to be socialized, right? Socializing, right? The great thing about these principles is that you can do these either outside in the real world or inside the virtual world. And I love the virtual world because then that means I don't have to be out there. I can still be with my family and still socializing, right? And socializing, let's say in the outside world, is like going out to to business to little business gatherings, right? Like those, when people get together and they mingle and pass business cards together, right? You go to events, you put your little stand and you talk to people, right? Like in these events, like the fairs, right? So that's socializing, going out there and getting the word out, right? Sharing your information and being social, right? Belonging to clubs and organizations and having people know you, like at church, right? Talking to them, getting involved in church is a great way to be able to get your business known, because then you get to know a lot of people. But online, the way I love to do it is by getting myself on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and as many social networks as I can. Like for instance, I just started to implement some strategies on Instagram, right? Because Instagram is starting to become very popular. So I got myself on Instagram and I started to get followers, right? So you want to be social, you want to be out there, and this is see, don't just be social, okay? What you want to do is you want to make a mixture of to let people know who you are, because if you're in any type of business, right, it doesn't matter what business you're in. Nowadays, people want to know that you're a real person, because they don't have that contact, right, with you, that physical contact of shaking your hand. Then you have to find ways to make people comfortable with you and saying, hey, this guy's not just a robot. This guy's not just out there to take my money, right? So they want to see you, do you have a family? If you're single, are you traveling? Are you socializing with other people, right? Or are you just like in a hermit in a cave, not doing anything, right? So be, be a little bit you, be who you are, right? Make some videos, take some pictures, right? But at the same time, this is where you want to share that content that you wrote, or that content that you're sharing about solving those people's problems. Okay, you don't want to be pitchy, you don't want to be spammy, but you want to just say, hey, you know what, I just wrote a great article about so and so, right? Like me, I just wrote a great article that's gonna talk to you about how to share information and how to generate traffic to your website, right? So that's kind of the stuff that you want to do, and then people are gonna retweet it, people are gonna share it, people are gonna like it, people are gonna link, click on that link on Facebook, right? And then they're gonna go see it. That's why the best way to share information is through a blog, because in a blog you have total control. And so if you don't have a blog, then I suggest you get the Kalatu blog. That's the best blog out there right now. But you want to be sending these people over, okay? You don't want to just, how are you going to solve a problem by saying, hey, you know what, lose weight in 30 days, and then boom, send it to your offer, where it's a shake or something. It might not work, but if you send it to a blog explaining how it works, showing some pictures, showing some value, right? How, showing some tips, giving them some tips, and at the end and say, hey, you know what, this is what you get, this is what you can get to be able to do that, to be able to solve your problem. That is a better way, right? People like that stuff. It's more natural, more social. All right. So what I want to do right now is actually just thank you first of all for watching this video all the way through. Comment and share with your friends if you want to, and share a comment on the bottom of this video. But also, if you did like this, and you want more about what I'm sharing in traffic strategies and other how to convert sales and all that stuff, I always do. I always write about stuff. I'm always trying to solve more problems. So what I suggest you do is click on the link that's gonna be straight on the bottom of this video, on the description on the bottom of this video, and you can get my top 8 core success principles. Okay, my top 8 core success principles that I've been using to be able to be more successful and create more of this information. Also with that, you're gonna be included in the VIP list, okay? Which this means that you're gonna have VIP access to the latest information that I create, okay? You're gonna be the first one to get this information, because you're gonna be on this VIP list, and you're gonna get straight into your email inbox my latest and greatest information that I create, so you can start, having success in your business. But like I always tell everybody, you will not get success unless you implement these strategies. Okay, so don't just watch these videos, or read this blog post. I mean, actually grab this information and put it and implement it in your life. Okay, so go ahead and click on the link and get yourself the top 8 success principles, plus becoming a VIP in this in my email list. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and I'll talk to you soon because my daughter's already crying, so I gotta go. All right, bye bye for now. This is Nestor Nidome from the MakeMoneyFromHomeDad.com, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye bye.